Hello learners and welcome to U.S. History, Foundations to Reconstruction. We are on week 9 and this week you are going to be studying units 2.1 and 2.2. So you're going to be looking at the relations with England and then the French and Indian War. Okay, so our learning target for the week is I can successfully understand the causes and effects of the French and Indian War. So what led up to it and some of the effects. Okay, so I want you to take a second and just brainstorm as to what can cause a war. So just think about, what you see on TV, what you read about, what you think might cause a war. Okay, you can think about maybe something like property, that the tension between people thinking they own this land or this land, religious differences. Could possibly cause a war, different beliefs about something. So many different things could cause a war. And you're going to learn about the French and Indian War and what caused it, the effects of it. So you're going to go in and read assignment 2 entitled The French and Indian War under the development of the constitutional government. So just go in there and you'll be looking at the relations with England, and then the French and Indian War is what we're focusing on for this unit. And while you're reading, please fill in the causes and effects of the French and Indian War chart. So as you're reading, there's a nice chart you guys can use and you can fill it in. Then there's some videos that are going to help you. What was the French and Indian War, the French and Indian War causes, effects, and summary video. You're only going to be able to watch the first part of it, but there's some good stuff in that. And then the French and Indian War on BrainPop, username CPDLF and password student. And just think about how the monetary value of this war will eventually lead to the American Revolutionary War. And you will see sometimes that wars don't completely get solved and they will lead to future wars like World War I, World War II. And this war you'll see with the monetary value, how it'll eventually lead to the American Revolution. And then complete the Quizlet flashcards to kind of review some major concepts when you're done. Okay, and then I want you guys to explain, describe some of the effects of the French and Indian War, which you should have a ton of them down now. You can even take from the chart you did. And how did the war change relations among the European powers in North America? So think about how did this war change relationships between France and Britain and what happened. And in the videos too, it'll show you how the land and where they are and what each wants. So that's why it's important that you do look at the videos. Okay, you're also going to take a small quiz, just kind of recalling some of the information you learned about the French and Indian War. And then for your elaborate here, I'm going to use your knowledge of the French and Indian War, and you're going to take the side of the French or the English, and you're going to kind of defend your side. So, this is why you had to go to war. This is what your side believes. And again, after you take all of your notes and everything, this should be just an assignment that goes along with everything that you learned. And then there's a persuasive writing rubric here. I don't need anything huge. I just need maybe like a good paragraph defending your side and, tell me, this is why the French is getting into the war and this is why we have to, and this is what we want, and this is what we believe is ours, or, this is why the English is getting into the war and this is what we believe and this is what needs to happen. Okay, so just kind of go in there and figure that out. Okay, and then just think about what new information you learned from this lesson. And I really think you're going to walk away with a lot of information. The French and Indian War kind of gets pushed on the back burner, kind of not as prevalent as the American Revolution. People kind of know a little bit more about that. But some people don't often realize that, the French and Indian War really is what led up to the American Revolution. Okay, so think about that. And this is kind of just a class overview of where we are. Okay, so any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. If not, you have a wonderful, productive week. Thanks.